Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Walk Around. Grab your popcorn, get some drinks, and enjoy the show.
Alrighty, what's up guys, and welcome back for yet another episode of The Walk Around. Now you guys are going to have to forgive me once again because this bike was right there, so I didn't start it to bring it here. And once again I've got my little piece of paper here because these KTMs have all sorts of weird names, but we got a pretty simple one today. It is a KTM SX-F450 year model. We got a 2016 and this bike was selling for 64,900. However, it's now selling for 59,900. So guys, I am just going to see if we can get this thing started. Now this is one of the bikes that I was actually talking about in the previous episode where it's only electric start, it doesn't have a kickstart. So yeah, hopefully this battery isn't flat. There we go. So for those wondering, I did start it without the choke on or anything. Yeah, my bike is nice and cold. So as I said guys, 2016 KTM SX-F450, a very, very, very popular bike. I must say, I've seen a lot of these. I mean, we've got another one right over there. And then obviously this is a 250, oh sorry, and then here we've got the 300 and the 250, which you guys would have seen in the last episode. So yeah, these are very common. I've seen a lot of these KTM SX-450s, SX-F450s, sorry. And for those wondering, SX 2-stroke, SX-F 4-stroke. And yeah, I get a lot of random questions. A lot of people ask me, how do you know the difference between 4-stroke and 2-stroke? Without starting the bike, you just look for that combustion chamber. There's no combustion chamber on there. For me, that is the easiest telltale sign. Obviously, you do have the model. If you know your bikes, that's the thing. If you know your bikes, you're gonna know. But if you don't know your bikes, what's a telltale sign? Just look for that combustion chamber. Obviously this one does have a bit of a little chamber going on over there, but it's nowhere near the likes of a 2-stroke combustion chamber. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I hope that's what it's called. That's what I was told at least. So yeah, there we have it guys. And we're just gonna have a look at some of the modifications / things I want to highlight / attachments. I never really know what to say. But first things first, we've got some nice lever guards on here, and these are some of the nicer ones that I've actually seen. They are nice and stylish. They look super nice, super modern. Damage, we'll get into that. Got some nice little grips on here. These are 100% grips if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, all things considered, it started pretty easily. No choke, bike was nice and cold. And yeah, I must say, it is one of my favorites in the shop. I personally have a Husqvarna TC450. It's actually out there, right on the corner. So that's my little baby. So I do love these 450s. They sound amazing and they ride even better. I love a 450. So yeah guys, as I said, we do have a bit of a blueprint. Normally we would have ridden the bike here. However, obviously as I said, it was right there. So we didn't ride it here. However, we did your startup video there for you guys. Next thing, we're going to run through modifications / things that I would like to highlight on the bike. And following that, we're going to have a look at the damage, if there is any major damage. And yeah, that just about will wrap things up for the episode. Then obviously, as you guys can see, the whole sticker kit, that's definitely not stock. That's one of the things that we actually offer here. So if you guys want to come pick up a bike, we can do a nice little sticker kit for you, among a lot of other things, which I'll get into. But yeah, love the look of the sticker kit. As you guys can see, it has the name Saki on it, so that's just part of the customization that comes into it. And that's often the name that we end up giving the bikes. So this is known by Saki, and then on the it's actually over there, that KX450 on the left, that goes by the name of Eugene. So you got Saki and Eugene, and yeah, obviously exhaust on there. It's quite difficult to tell nowadays because KTM does come out with some pretty nice exhausts. I am going to say that this is stock standard, considering it's KTM brand. It's got the SX-F on it, so yeah, 99% sure that is a stock muffler on there. And yeah, guys, I think that's it in terms of modifications. I've found with the dirt bikes, it's either 100% modified or just like barely modified whatsoever. So this is one of those bikes that's just been purpose built. It's, this guy was probably just doing some little bit of MX riding with it, maybe a little bit of trail riding. The reason I say that is for these lever guards. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that this thing was never taken into any sort of hard enduro application, purely based off of condition. I mean, swing arm is looking super good. I'm kind of getting into territory that I don't need to get into yet, but anyways. Yeah, I mean, other than that, guys, I don't see any other modifications going on here. Yeah, we've got stock foot pegs, we've got stock brake pedal. We don't have any disc protectors. We've got the stock shifter, stock engine covers. Yeah, as I said, no disc protectors, but nice Brembo calipers. Super, super nice. I love that Brembos are just coming stock on a lot of the bikes nowadays. I mean, a lot. I mean, my 2008 Husky actually has Brembos on it. So super, super nice that we've got basically top of the line braking systems. I feel like it's just a no-brainer. Every bike should have top of the line braking systems. But yeah, guys, that's it in terms of modifications. It's like the perfect amount. That's all you need actually, some lever guards. So yeah, that's something I need to do on my bike for sure, and a sticker kit. But anyways, guys, major damage. As I said, this was definitely not used in an enduro application. The only damage that I've seen without actively looking for any is this damage here on the side. That looks like it's just been turned and crashed a little bit, but other than that, there's no major damage to the fairings. We got a little bit of a scratch here on the exhaust. It's probably when that damage happened. Foot pegs be looking good. Foot brake be looking good. Engine casing is just your general wear and tear from the foot rubbing along there. No dings, dongs, or dents in the exhaust or anything like that. Rims are looking solid. Yeah, I'm not seeing any sort of damage on the side. I mean, look at that swing arm, guys. It's in perfect condition. So this thing has been really, really well looked after, I must say. I do just want to have a little bit of a better look, because the previous bike, we could not, well, it was actually the Harley Davidson 883. We could not find any damage on it other than like a little snap lever. Sprocket is looking pretty good. You are going to have to replace that in the near future. Chain is also looking good. Again, on this side, no damage to that foot peg. Shifter is looking fine. No damage to the casing other than your wear and tear. I see we've got a few little bumps over here on the side, just on the sticker kit. Yeah. For those wondering, obviously you can see there's a bit of a difference between the sticker kits. This actually is just more of a protective film, so that your stickers don't get destroyed. I'm seeing here at the back, we've also got that. Don't know how that happened, but a little bit of a scratch there on the back, or you know, this plastic's just been peeled off a bit. But yeah, other than that, guys, grips are a little bit dirty, a little bit of damage on the lever guards serving their purpose. Front rim, you know, I know for a fact that I've looked at this bike because I inspect all the bikes, but I'm really not seeing any sort of damage on that rim there. Tires are in pretty good condition. The rear tires got quite a bit of wear in the center, but you can definitely still use it. I would say there's at least 30% of that tread left there. Yeah, I think that just about does it for damage and modifications. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to get into, was the accessories. Now obviously, guys, as I said, we do the sticker kits. However, beyond that, we got a few other options that you guys can do. We do the wheel spoke covers, so you can get different colors of that. As I said, sticker kits. We do grips. We can obviously sort out some levers as well as lever guards for you guys. Once again, spoke covers at the back. Seat covers, that's another thing. We've got some nice seat covers here that we can put on for you guys. So yeah, you can almost pretty much fully customize this thing and get it looking the exact way that you want it to. Beyond that, forgot to mention in the previous videos, but we obviously also do, that's that area over there, service center. So we do repairs, servicing, all sorts. So yeah, if you got any issues or anything like that, bring your bike to us. Here's the man himself, Tani Shelley. So he's the head mechanic there in the workshop. So yeah, we can service it for you, we can repair it for you if anything does happen. Guys, I think that just about wraps things up. I must say these dirt bike episodes are going by pretty quickly. I do just want to touch a little bit on the performance side of these 450s. I have noticed, I mean, I've ridden KTM 450s, KX 450s, RM 450s, YZ 450s. I've ridden basically all the 450s, and they are so similar. You know, it's very difficult to tell a difference, especially for someone like me who isn't very clued up on these things. I did do racing back in the day, but biggest bike that I ever raced was a 125. So yeah, what I can say is just absolutely crazy, crazy, crazy power. I mean, my TC450 again, 2008, so it's 8 years older than this. And you know, you can pop it up in fifth. You know, you just pull that clutch and give it a rev, boom. You know, it's just power all over. It's mental. These things are absolutely crazy. I think people very much so underestimate these things. So fun fact, I actually ride my TC450 to work every single day. And I know it's not the best idea, but I've raced my fair share of cars as well as bikes. And guys, these 450s, they don't underestimate them. That's all I can say. I've given a few 600s a good run for their money. So yeah, don't underestimate these things, guys. You know, really, they are very, very, very powerful machines. As I said, power all over the place. You know, first and second is just mind blowing. If you just go on the gas, that front wheel's gonna come up. So yeah, if you're inexperienced, I wouldn't recommend starting on a 450. It sounds crazy, but I would recommend you just go get on an 85, go out into a big open field, learn how to ride that thing, and then, you know, once you're comfortable, you know, you can come and jump on a 450. That was a 2025 double R, by the way, very nice. Guys, that just about wraps things up. As I said, performance is crazy. Condition on this thing it's very, very, very nice, I must say. It's in really, really good condition for what it is. As I said, it is a dirt bike. Well, as you can see, you know, with these dirt bikes, if they're used for what they're supposed to be used for, they're not going to be in really good condition. So all things considered, this thing is in really good condition. Probably rides amazingly. I haven't had an opportunity to ride it because it's actually a consignment bike, so it's not ours technically. We're just selling it on behalf of someone else. Yeah, no major damage, not too many modifications, and oh yeah, I must mention it is fuel injected. It's not carbureted. So yeah, it's a pretty common question we have. Get a little startup going to finish things off once again. Starts right up, guys. Starts right up. The equivalent of the one kick. Equivalent of the one kick. One more little baby rev. Nothing like a 450. And that just about does it, guys. There's another episode of the walk around. I know these off-road episodes are a little bit short, but I find myself, you know, struggling to find the right words, and you know, I don't want to give you guys unnecessary information, like, you know, information about a 2025 double O while I'm doing a off-road walk around. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you made it through to the end of the video, if you have any questions, pop them down in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, this bike is on special. If you want a little bit more information on that, you can head over to our website, Dewet&Bikes.co.za. And yeah, guys, that's it from me today. I think we're maybe going to do 1 or 2 more off-roads and then move it back over onto the road bikes. But yeah, that's it from me today, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Peace.